Respected elders, educationists, dear teachers, and dear students, welcome. In this class, we are to see five couplets under the chapter 36, having the head Wisdom of Truth. Come, let us see now. Tirukural comments and explanations with the new dimension. Five couplets from 351 to 355. Live 160. Dated 5/12/2024. Virtue, chapter 36. Ascetic virtue, wisdom of truth. Couplet 351. If a man takes a false thing as a real thing, his life will be a disgraceful one sans anything. Again, if a man takes a false thing as a real thing, his life will be a disgraceful one sans anything. What is the message? It is if a man regards unreal things as real things, he cannot have a worthy life. This is the simple meaning of the couplet. It is again, if a man regards unreal things as the real things, he cannot have a worthy life. It is again, it's reverse. If a man regards unreal things as real things, he would be having a disgraceful life. Content. If we take unreal things as the real ones, due to our ignorance, we would have only a distressing and disgraceful life. If we take unreal things as real ones, due to our ignorance, we would have only a distressing and disgraceful life. Taking reality as reality would bring greatness. Explanation. Earthly material dishes are false things. They would protect only the body that is perishable. The immortal riches are respect and a reputation. Hence, earning good name and fame is wisdom. Again, if a man takes a false thing as a real thing, his life will be a disgraceful one sans anything. If a man records an, un, an unreal thing, a real thing, then his life would be a disgraceful one. Tablet 352. Darkness will depart and goodness will visit the man who overcomes his delusion and stands sans any sin. Darkness will depart and goodness will visit the man who overcomes his delusion and stands sans any sin. What is the message? The message is if a man cleverly clears out his doubts by due analysis using his sixth paw. Then the darkness that has clouded over his mind would disappear and brightness would visit the mind. This is the message of this couplet. Again, if a man, wo, if a man wisely clears out his doubts by due analysis using his sixth power, then the darkness clouding his mind would disappear and greatness would visit the mind. Content who can lead a praiseworthy and delightful life if we overcome our delusion caused by the unworthy earthly pleasure, who can lead a praiseworthy and delightful life if we overcome our delusion caused by the unworthy earthly pleasure. For the delusion of earthly pleasure would ruin the life. Explanation: it is the lustful delusion that causes all sorts of distress. If a man overcomes his delusion, he would lead a praiseworthy and meritorious life. Again, darkness will depart and goodness will visit the man who overcomes his delusion and stands against any sin. That is, if a man overcomes his delusion, if a man overcomes his delusion by proper analysis using his sixth power, then the darkness that was clouded over his mind, the darkness that was clouded over his mind would disappear and brightness would visit his mind. That's all. Yes. Couplet 353. He who has got a clear vision of things, clearing doubts, would feel the sky is nearer than the earth lords. Again the couplet. He who has got a clear vision of things, clearing doubts, would feel the sky is nearer than the earth lords. What is the message? See, here the message is if a man wisely clears his doubts, if a man wisely clears his doubts by due analysis using his sixth power, then the earth, I mean, the heaven, the sky would seem to be nearer, firm, higher. Again, if a man wisely, clears his doubt, if a man wisely clears his doubts by due analysis using his sixth path, then the sky itself would seem to be nearer than the earth. See, come on, let us see the, full meaning of it. Content. When the clouds of doubt is driven away from the mind, when the clouds of doubt is driven away from the mind, driven away or driven away from the mind, and truth is gained, the heavenly sky would seem to be nearer than the earthly earth. When the clouds of doubts is driven away from the mind, the truth is gained, the heavenly sky would seem to be nearer than the earthly earth. Go. Doubt is capable of ruining the sixth power. Explanation. The darkness caused by doubt is responsible for all sorts of pains. If we clear our doubts by proper analysis and get the reality of things, even mountainous distress would seem as handful. The sky moon would become the hand moon. The sky moon would become the hand moon. The enthusiasm given by truth would bring the world under the feet. The enthusiasm given by truth would bring the world under the feet. Again, he who has got a clear vision of things, clearing doubts, feel the sky is nearer than the earth plots. If a man wisely clears his doubts through proper analysis and gets the true nature of a thing, then even the sky would seem to be nearer to the earth on which we are standing. Couple 354. Though a man has got perfect five physical senses, though a man has got perfect five physical senses, there is no use of them. Sans the sixth sense. Again, though a man has got five five physical senses, there is no use of them. Sans the sixth sense. What is the message? That is, if a man is unable to perceive the natural quality of a thing, even though he has he has got the five physical senses with full perfection, there is no use of them because of their perfection. That is in short, if a man if a man lacks, the proper use of if a man lacks the proper use of his sixth power, even though he has got his five physical senses with full perfection, there is no use of them. That's all. If a man lacks the due use of his sixth sense, even though he has got his five physical senses with full perfection, there is no use because of them. That's all. Point it. The man who is unable to perceive the true nature of things using his sixth sense cannot have any use of his five physical senses. The man who is unable to perceive the true nature of things using his sixth sense cannot have any use of his five physical senses. Core. Five physical senses without the sixth sense are useless. This is the central line. This is the core. Five physical senses without the sixth sense are useless. Explanation. It is rationalizing power that differentiates man from other living things. The man who is unable to perceive the truth of both material and mental things cannot have any use of the five senses that he has perfectly got. Again, though a man has got perfect five physical senses, there is no use of them since the sixth sense. That is, if a man is unable to perceive the natural quality of a material and immaterial things, then if a man is unable to perceive, to understand, to perceive the real quality of a mental thing, a material thing, or an immaterial speech, then even though he has got his five physical senses with full perfection, there is no use of them. Couplet 355. Whatever the outward appearance of a thing is, perceiving its inward quality would be wise. Again, whatever the outward appearance, whatever the outward appearance of a thing is, perceiving its inward quality would be wise. What is the message? It is what say no material thing and no immaterial speech would tell of their natural qualities. No material thing and also no immaterial speech would tell their natural qualities. So, understanding the natural quality of a material thing or the natural quality of an immaterial speech is wisdom. That's all. What is wisdom? Understanding the natural quality of either a material thing or an immaterial speech is wisdom. Understanding the natural quality of a material thing and an immaterial speech is wisdom. Content. Perceiving the factual quality of a thing using the sixth power is wisdom. Shortly, content. Perceiving the factual quality of a thing using the sixth power is wisdom. A thing may be a material thing or an immaterial speech or any immaterial thing. So, the sixth power is the real power. Sixth power is the real power. Explanation. Whatever the outward qualities of things, which the five physical senses feel, are perceiving the factual qualities of those things using the sixth sense would be wisdom. That is, though the five physical senses display the facts of things apparently, though the five physical senses display the facts of things apparently, the fact that the sixth law tell of things would be reasonably correct. That is, what the sixth power tells us would be correct. Because the sixth power would always be reasonable. The sixth power would reason things. It would try to find out the real qualities, the real nature of everything, whether material things or immaterial things, whatever it is. The the strength of the wisdom. It is the strength of the wisdom that decides whether whether a material thing or an immaterial thing is real or unreal. So, understanding. See, whatever the appearance of a thing may be, whatever the outward appearance of a thing, whether material or immaterial, whatever the appearance of a thing may be, understanding its natural quality using the sixth power, that is rationalizing power, is wisdom. See, respected elders, educationists, education students, thus we have seen in this five couplet. See how one stresses the importance of, wisdom, the importance of knowing the reality of things, perceiving the reality of things, the reality of both kinds of things. That is the reality of material and immaterial things. The natural quality of nothing, the natural quality of nothing, either material or immaterial, would be apparent. The natural quality of a thing would be hidden, whether material or immaterial. Immaterial speeches, etc. Material things that is we are able to perceive to feel through our five senses. They are material things. Things these five senses cannot feel is sixth power that the brain alone, that the mind alone could feel. So, whatever it is, whether material things or immaterial things, we should know the reality of those things using our rationalizing power, using our sixth power. That is the real wisdom. Knowing the reality of a thing is wisdom. That is what Valuvan has discussed in these five couplets. In the remaining five couplets in the same chapter, we would see later. I thank all of you for patiently and keenly listening to my comments regarding these five couplets. Till I meet you in the next class, I thank all of you. Thank you.